Hi, everybody. Gina Virginia Casella here, and thank you so much for tuning in. Yesterday was such an incredible day. I'm still processing it myself. It was hands down phenomenal. I've got Julia Ankerhaven with me and Michael Kopp, actually. It's his birthday today, too, so happy birthday to Michael. But before I bring Julia and Michael to the stage, I want to read my post that I sent out in Buy Me a Coffee this morning. All right, so this is what I wrote. I got it here on my cell phone. And just a reminder, it's absolutely free to follow me on Buy Me a Coffee, and then you get in on all the email hype. So yesterday was hands down fan-fucking-tastic, right? I'm still processing it. I knew it was going to be an amazing day, but by the end of the day, I was just absolutely speechless. And for me to be speechless, let's not kid ourselves. I always have something to say, right? And so yesterday there was an abundance of integrity, honor, respect, sharing out, heartfelt kindness, connecting, humility, and so much more. And I was really thrilled. Some of the Dragon Dreamers, they were tuning in with us right from 8 a.m. right up until we closed everything. And so that was just such an amazing feeling for me. I really couldn't have done this without everybody involved, including folks who are out there participating in the chat. Even today, catching the replay, we've had more than 500 viewers, more like 600 now this morning. And so it's never about the quantity, it's always about the quality. And we're a high quality soul collective. And so I'm really thankful. We had quite a lot of flow yesterday. We were committed to our schedule. I've got it here. It's just really messy looking now, but it really paid to pay off. And it was a thrill for me personally because I've never done something like this completely on my own. And so my own high quality items carrying forward from my teaching career. And yesterday was also thrilling because we had Dragon Dreamers from various communities connecting with each other in the chat. And we also had new dragons who never heard about us before, who randomly saw the advertisement, ended up joining with us, and now they're feeling really connected. So that's just amazing because that's what it's all about. And I also noticed in the chat, there was a point where I don't think people were shy. I feel like people just weren't sure how to ask a question, how to blatantly just ask something, And so Julia Ankerhaven, our Dragon Dreams monitor, she was really great about just getting like all the information from the chat and formulating one question on behalf of everybody, So I really appreciated that. And the presenters, they were very open and continue to be open to answering any and all your questions. So make sure you connect with them. Their links were provided. And also just the vulnerability on the presenter's part to be so open to sharing everything. Each presenter could have easily, talked for hours more. And this, to me, this timelessness that we experienced together really meant the world to me. And I had a little laugh too, because when I was opening Sacred Space yesterday, I had a little moment where I forgot I was live. And then I remember thinking, oh, shoot, I better wrap this up. Because when I open Sacred Space at home, I like add in my 2 cents about this and that. And I remember thinking for the conference, like I had the opening prayer right in front of me to help me stay on track. And still I was slipping into timelessness. And so just laughing it off with Brian in particular yesterday, Brian Rue, because, we can talk about timelessness, but time is not an illusion to the biological one. And so yesterday, it's with a big heartfelt thank you to everybody involved, because I appreciate greatly the commitment behind the scenes. The behind the scenes, unless you've been involved in leadership, administration, or you personally have presented, you really have no idea the behind the scenes involvement. And people in the chat yesterday were getting a taste of that too. And some people sent me a private message saying, congratulations. And I wasn't expecting that. Congratulations. And I thought, yeah, this is something to celebrate, because there's a lot of layers to celebrate, but just my own matrix and moving forward in my life and following the the call, if you will, and doing this. I mean, I thought I might be a speaker at conferences, but I didn't think I would be actually hosting. And this is the first of many more to come. And so thank you for putting up with my crap. And thank you for believing in the co-dream, for believing in us, and for being part of this great unfolding, and for just trusting in the process. Because, you know, in my head, it all made sense, but the presenters really had to just kind of trust and take a leap of faith, showing up and sending me their videos behind the scenes. And so yesterday I felt really encouraged to host an in-person this summer. So I'm going to do it this summer anyways. I don't care how big the crowd is. Let's do it this summer. So the next conference is Saturday, June 3rd.